I don't know. It be little clips like you see how like man him was talking and then somebody else talked like his crew. That's what get me up. Like that's.
Tank is set to make his long-awaited return to the boxing ring on March 1st, marking his first fight in a year. His opponent, Lamont Roach, is eager to prove himself by pulling off an unexpected victory while the matchup raised some doubts among fans at first. Roach is now being regarded by some as a legitimate threat who can surprise everyone on fight night.
Lamont is a good fighter. Like he ain't no slouch. Like I fought him in the amateurs, and it was good bump. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this to promote a fight. Like Buddy can fight.
The journey to this fight has been far from smooth, with the bout experiencing several delays. At one point, Davis even announced its cancellation, leaving fans disappointed. Thankfully, things have now been resolved, and both fighters are gearing up for a major showdown. On top of that, Davis has revealed that 2025 will be his final year in boxing, making this fight even more significant. However, it looks like the tension won't end there. The heat between Tank and Roach nearly reached its peak when the two almost got into a brawl. Before the fight was even officially confirmed, security had to step in to prevent things from escalating further. As the fight approaches, the animosity between them continues to build, with the fighters exchanging heated words, making it clear that there's no love lost between them. Despite everything getting back on track, Davis caused concern among fans when he posted a cryptic message on X, saying, "Fighting for my life." Many of his followers were left puzzled and worried about the meaning behind it. Some speculated he was referring to personal struggles, while others believed it might relate to his intense focus and dedication to the upcoming fight. During the press conference for his bout, Davis opened up about how boxing has been affecting his mental health. He shared how challenging the sport has become for him and even expressed the desire to step away for the sake of his family. His recent social media posts seemed to echo those sentiments, leaving fans wondering if something deeper was going on.
I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really studying that too much. I'm not worried about narratives. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring. All right, brother. All right.
This isn't the first time Davis has alluded to struggles outside the ring, and it's clear that his return to boxing hasn't been without its challenges. Adding to the concern, Davis returned to social media with another message for weeks away. This seemed to signal that he was fully focused and committed to his upcoming fight, easing some of the worries sparked by his earlier post. Whether the first message was a brief moment of frustration or something more significant remains uncertain, but fans were relieved to see him back in a determined mindset. The post sparked a huge response from his followers, with some expressing genuine concern over what he meant.
I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont. Like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not. This ain't no Frank Martin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a real good fight.
One fan wrote, "That sounds scary," reflecting the uncertainty surrounding Davis's cryptic message. Others expressed their support, encouraging him with phrases like "keep fighting, champ," hoping to lift his spirits. One user summed up the confusion with "damn, that's cryptic," highlighting the lack of clarity in Davis's words, which left many fans wondering what was really going on. Another fan simply said, "Stay safe, champ," offering support no matter the circumstances. One fan went even further, writing, "Keep punching until you hit something, Javin," motivating Davis to push through any challenges, whether mental or physical.
That's close, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Raya.
Many of Davis's longtime supporters pointed out that he has faced adversity before and always found a way to overcome it. Some suggested that this could simply be another instance of him using social media in his unpredictable way, as he has in the past. Regardless, The overwhelming support from his fans highlighted just how much Davis means to them. Now that the fight is officially set, all eyes are on the two fighters. Davis continues to be one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing, renowned for his knockout power and speed.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me.
However, Roach is entering this fight with nothing to lose, making him a dangerous underdog. While Davis is favored to win, underestimating Roach could be a mistake. Roach is a tough, determined fighter who has worked hard to earn this opportunity. If he's able to put pressure on Davis early, he could make the fight more competitive. On the other hand, Tank has proven time and time again that he can end a fight in an instant if he lands a clean shot. It could be over quickly.
9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look. He looked at night.
I'm telling you, you saying you going down in a night?
One factor that could play a role is Davis's long layoff. Being out of the ring for a year can affect a fighter's sharpness, and Roach will likely try to capitalize on any rustiness. However, Davis has shown in the past that he doesn't need many rounds to find his rhythm. If he's able to get his timing early, he could remind everyone why he's considered one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Another key element to watch is Davis's mindset. Given his recent comments about boxing taking a toll on him, fans will be eager to see if he still has the same hunger and intensity that made him a champion. If Davis fights with the same fire he's shown in the past, it could be a long night for Roach.
It's overall been something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubt himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
With Davis planning to retire in 2025, every fight from now on carries extra weight. A loss to Roach would be a significant setback, but a strong win could build momentum for even bigger matchups. Down the line, there are already rumors about who Davis could face next if he wins, with some fans hoping for a showdown with a top lightweight contender or even a move up in weight. But first, he must handle business on March 1st. For Roach, this fight represents a massive opportunity. Defeating Davis would catapult his career and establish him as a legitimate star in boxing. Roach has been vocal about his belief that he can pull off the upset, and he seems to be fully embracing the underdog role.
Fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always, he come to fight. And I think it's a great fight. Everybody talking all that stuff about, oh, why Roach? Because he signed and took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Lamont Roach is fully aware that Gervonta Davis brings a level of danger to the ring that few boxers in the lightweight division can match, but that doesn't seem to intimidate him. Roach's confidence is almost unshakable in the face of one of the sport's most fearsome knockout artists, and that speaks volumes about his mindset leading up to their highly anticipated clash. For Roach, this fight is more than just another opportunity to prove himself. It's a chance to demonstrate that he has the strength, skill, and willpower to overcome what many consider an insurmountable challenge.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against the dog. So I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together.
Sure, Gervonta Davis is a dangerous fighter, capable of ending a fight in the blink of an eye. His record speaks for itself: 30 wins, 0 losses, with 28 knockouts. Every opponent who steps into the ring with him knows they're facing a ticking time bomb. That's the reputation Davis has built over years of fighting at the highest level, dismantling opponent after opponent, making the task of facing him feel like a suicide mission for anyone bold enough to step in front of him. But Lamont Roach isn't intimidated. Instead, he's spent countless hours in the gym, refining every aspect of his game, preparing for the challenge that awaits on March 1st.
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
What's your game plan?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
What makes Roach's confidence stand out is that he fully understands the challenge ahead. There's no illusion in his mind about the ferocity of Davis. He's not one to ignore the facts or underestimate his opponent. He's seen the knockouts, heard the talk, and knows how quickly someone like Davis can end a fight. And yet, Roach isn't scared. In fact, he seems almost energized by the challenge. The more daunting the task, the more motivated Roach becomes. He's not just looking to survive. He's preparing to take the fight to Davis in ways that will make the unbeaten champion uncomfortable, testing not only his physical limits, but his mental toughness as well.
I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is.
It's not power that Roach is primarily known for, but he's been working tirelessly to add more strength to his punches. While Roach isn't a knockout artist like Davis, he believes his power is enough to trouble the lightweight king. Hopefully, he got a chin, Roach said when asked about his chances of stopping Davis. It wasn't the boastful arrogance of someone unaware of the magnitude of the challenge ahead. Instead, it was the quiet confidence of a fighter who believes he has the ability to exceed expectations when it matters most. What's especially telling about Roach's attitude is how he's embraced the idea of pushing Davis to the brink. He's not under any illusion that Davis will fold after a few solid punches. Roach knows that Davis has taken brutal shots from fighters who hit harder than he does. But Roach believes in himself and his ability to keep grinding, to keep applying pressure, even if Davis can take everything he throws. The reality is that Davis has yet to face someone with Roach's mindset. He's faced knockout artists, yes, but none with a mentality as resolute as Roach is. Someone who isn't reliant solely on power to win, but on an unwavering will to overcome whatever Davis throws his way.
Be a party
And
on
I'm
your floor.
gonna let y'all know something. His father was up here
It's
shaking
gonna- it's
on the
gonna
what's
be-
the name? He was shaking on the
Thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, Gary Jonas,
on my kids. He was shaking on this thing. On my
There's no question that the training camp leading up to this fight has been intense. Roach has been focusing on tightening up his defense, closing the gaps that someone as explosive as Davis could exploit. His combination punching is becoming sharper and more fluid, and he's doing everything he can to make sure that when he lands a punch, it counts. His most recent performance, a stoppage of the undefeated Fergal McCrow in the 8th round, demonstrated that Roach's punches can be dangerous when he's able to land them. But for Roach, the significance of that win wasn't just about the result. It was about proving to himself that he could break down an undefeated opponent. That victory was a major boost to his ego and confidence, reinforcing his belief that he's ready for the challenge ahead.
So we fought in the regionals in Baltimore in his hometown. It was a close fight. Obviously, I thought I won. We sent there was like an incident where a point got taken from both of us, and it only should have been him, or whatever the case may be. And we sent the tape to USA Boxing.
This fight is Roach's opportunity to prove he's not just another name on the list of Davis's opponents. Roach has spent his entire career believing he's one of the best in the world, and now, with a shot at Davis, he has the chance to finally show everyone what he's capable of. The fact that many are already counting him out, predicting he'll fall like every other Davis victim, only adds fuel to his fire. Roach thrives on proving people wrong, at shattering the expectations others place on him. In his mind, Davis's knockout streak isn't the end of the line for him, it's simply the next challenge. He's determined to conquer.
350 is what Tank and Frank did, and Frank wasn't a champion. Roach has been around. He lost to Jamel Herring. He came back from defeat to be a world champ. I think it'll do good.
When Fight Night arrives, Roach will be ready not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. He's not walking into Barclays Center with the mindset of a man who simply hopes to survive. He's walking in as someone who believes in his own destiny. He knows the stakes are high, and he understands that every minute of this fight will be a test of everything he's worked for. But Roach is prepared for that. Whether the fight ends in the 1st round or the 12th, he's ready to go to war and bring the fight to Davis in a way that hasn't been seen before.
And I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, who do you want next? And Tank's going to say, I want all those guys. And they're going to go to the press conference, and Elliot Setback's going to say, who do you want next? He say, I want all the guys.
He's putting in the work now so that when the bell rings, he's ready to take whatever Davis throws at him and fire back with everything he's got. I'm expecting it to be a great fight, and I'm prepared to go 12 rounds, Roach said, a statement that perfectly captures the mentality he's bringing into the ring. For him, this isn't about a quick fix or a lucky punch, it's about perseverance. It's about showing Davis that no matter how hard the fight gets, he's not going to back down. Roach knows that to take down Davis, he has to go the distance, take him into deep waters, and prove that he has the endurance and heart to finish what he started.
Thank all day, baby. Thank all day. Easy work.
The year 2025 has already proven to be a challenging one for Gervonta Davis, and as the dust continues to swirl around him, the boxing world has been forced to reckon with the distractions he's faced outside the ring, from social media squabbles to public personal conflicts. Davis has made headlines for reasons that seem to have little to do with his formidable skills inside the ring. However, despite all the noise, one undeniable truth remains. Come March 1st, Davis will step into the ring with Lamont Roach Jr. at Brooklyn's Barclays Center, a showdown that could alter the course of both their careers. And while Davis's life outside the ring may be in turmoil, Roach has remained steadfast, focused, and fully prepared for the challenge ahead.
Are you and Gervonta friends?
Friends, probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
True.
For Davis, the upcoming bout with Roach won't just be another title defense or another paycheck. It will be a test of his mental fortitude as much as his physical abilities. With all the personal controversy swirling around him, there's no denying that Davis will have to navigate the distractions and pressures if he's to remain undefeated. But as the story goes, the 30-year-old Baltimore native has a reputation for thriving in the face of adversity, whether it's overcoming challenges in the gym or managing the ever-growing media attention that comes with his rise. Davis has proven time and time again that he's more than capable of blocking out the noise and focusing on what matters most, the fight itself.
I'll be his ass if y'all talking.
Lamont Roach Jr., on the other hand, has not only stayed largely out of the public eye, but has actively distanced himself from the drama that seems to follow Davis. In an era where social media reigns supreme and fighters often find themselves caught up in endless online feuds, Roach has displayed a level of maturity and professionalism that is refreshing. Amid the surrounding chaos, while Davis's name is frequently tied to controversy, whether it's personal issues, social media outbursts, or off-the-ring antics, Roach has remained calm, cool, and collected. As the fight date draws near, he's starting to share his thoughts on the upcoming bout and the man who will be standing across from him in the ring.
I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother.
In an exclusive interview with Fight Hub TV's Johnny Padro, Lamont Roach offered a glimpse into his training camp, revealing the dedication and intensity he's bringing to this fight. He expressed his excitement about performing on such a big stage, knowing that a win could catapult him to the forefront of the lightweight division. However, when the conversation shifted to Davis and the controversy surrounding him, Roach's demeanor changed. A question about Davis's recent social media comments regarding Terrence Crawford and his wife prompted a measured, diplomatic response from Roach, one that highlighted his maturity as both a fighter and an individual. Roach didn't shy away from acknowledging the tension between Davis and Crawford, but he made it clear he wasn't going to get drawn into the personal drama. I mean, obviously, it looks like they're on a personal level of disrespect, but that's their business, not mine, Roach explained, cutting through the noise with a calm sense of perspective. While Davis had gone on the offensive, publicly attacking Crawford's family with a series of off-color comments, Roach remained above the fray, showing that he understood the importance of keeping his focus on the fight ahead and not getting swept up in petty social media squabbles.
Can't even see who it is. Hey, come on. Who is the dude? Who is the dude?
What's fascinating about this moment is the stark contrast between Roach's poised response and the actions of his opponent. While Davis was throwing personal insults toward Crawford's family, Roach maintained a level of professionalism that's becoming increasingly rare in the current boxing landscape. Davis, who has a history of fiery and sometimes controversial remarks, found himself embroiled in a bitter exchange after Crawford's lighthearted jab at the Ring magazine event in London. Crawford had made a harmless quip about Davis's absence from the event, but the situation quickly spiraled out of control when Davis retaliated with a series of personal attacks aimed at Crawford's family, including a now-deleted tweet referencing Crawford's wife and children in an inappropriate way. In contrast, Roach's response showed maturity and a clear understanding of the importance of staying focused on the task at hand, rather than getting swept up in petty personal drama.
Swag on deck, first coming in on Panama. Niggas thought that I know what I'm living. I ain't chasing nothing but me some living. They ain't beefing with them niggas, they kids. I should put them over my knees, thank them. I was thinking that.
As the feud escalated, figures from across the boxing world, including Teofimo Lopez's trainer Greg Hackett and matchmaker Rick Glazer, publicly criticized Davis for dragging Crawford's family into the mess. Many questioned the maturity and professionalism of the undefeated champion, but for Roach, this was simply a reminder of the importance of focusing on what really matters: the fight. It's an issue on both ends. I hope they stay away from each other, but it ain't got nothing to do with me, he said, further emphasizing that he wasn't about to get caught up in the drama surrounding his opponent. Roach's calm, focused approach continues to set him apart from the distractions that threaten to derail Davis as the fight draws near.
Again, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep trying, step around.